Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. Welcome for your weekly, guys. I know it's been a while if you've watched me. I haven't done the weekly yet, but I wasn't guided to because this is a big week astrologically. I'm going to go through the astrological transits for this week, but I'm not going to go into detail. If you want detail on how these transits are affecting you for the week, okay, I highly recommend that you sign up for a Capella membership. There's a 7-day free trial for some of the tiers. I will post more about the details of what's going on astrologically day by day to help you with this week, because it's a big week. Again, March has been a very big week astrologically, period. And this week is no different. We're closing out March with a bang is what I see. So I'm going to run down through the transits just to talk about what's going on. But if you want more detail, I will talk about that for my Capella members. So if you want to sign up for a Capella membership, check out the description box below or go to capellawellness.com to click on the Capella membership section of my website and sign up for a 7-day free trial. All right, I'm looking at my notes here. So Monday, the moon sextiles Mercury and Jupiter. Tuesday, it's going to be a nice day. The moon will go into Cancer and it's conjuncting Mars. As Mars went into Cancer on Saturday. All right, it's also going to trine Saturn. On Wednesday, the moon will sextile Venus. Thursday is a big day. It could be a tower moment for some of us. There could be massive changes happening, especially with Venus conjuncting Uranus. Well, there you go with the airplane there. Things are moving very fast. So Thursday could be a big day for you. So we have the moon trining Neptune, and it's also moving to the sign of Leo. Now, we have the moon in Leo and the sun in Aries. They're both fire signs. Those are powerhouses for fire energy, guys. Confidence levels are going to be boosted. Some people are going to be pushed into the spotlight, all right? So, but with this moon, it's also going to pose Pluto in Aquarius. So depending on where your planets are and what houses, it could be like being shot out of a cannon, or something is really going to bring some attention where the spotlight means I need to really focus on this. Mars is also going to trine Saturn, and then, as I said, Venus is going to conjunct Uranus. Uranus is the unexpected planet. All right, get ready for things to just like pop up out of nowhere or whatever. So watch for Thursday. Friday, the moon in Leo will trine the sun. It's going to be a nice day for most of the day, okay? And remember, the sun is exalted in Aries, so we still have this fire power with the two brothers of Leo and Aries here, really ramping things up. We're going to feel motivated, very confident, but be very careful being overconfident, because later in the day, the moon in Leo is going to square Uranus. Remember, we had a Uranus conjunction with Venus Thursday. So Friday, that moon's going to be squaring Uranus, so watch out for that. Saturday, the moon squares Venus, then it trines Jupiter and Mercury. And Sunday, the moon will move into Virgo, but it will oppose Saturn. But the moon is also going to sextile Mars in Cancer, all right? So as I said, there's a lot going on this week astrologically, and what I said before, Thursday could be a very, very big day for some of you. Now we're going to look into the tarot to see what guidance we need for this week, all right? This is the week of, what day are we in? March 20th? 26, I'm sorry, 26. All right, guys, let's see. What guidance do we have for this week, Holy Spirit? What do we need to be aware of? Holy Spirit, please, thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, your clarity. Did you see that? It's the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? We have it in the reverse. It flew on the ground in the reverse. You're going to have to trust me here. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Libra energy here. All right. So what we need to be cognizant of we need to stop overgiving. We need to pull our energies back. All right. So again, Thursday could be like a make or day break. If you make or break day for you. So we have this energy where be careful with being greedy. Be careful with being going after things or doing things for people to get something in return. You know, there's a sense of people who are doing nice things for others, but they're expecting them to do something for them. Be very careful with that, because with the transits this week, it can actually kind of backfire on you, okay? With this Justice card, this is about doing the right thing. It's standing in your integrity. You're doing something nice for somebody because you want to help them out. You want to encourage them, all right? You want to help raise their vibration, help them to get into alignment, that type of thing. So with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like things are getting out of balance the more that you do this, especially if you're in a connection with someone and you're, oh, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. Oh, they're going to do something for me later. And it's like nothing's happening, right? This is an overgiving card. This is also not utilizing your time, talent, and energy in the way that God wants you to do it. Because there's a strong energy of people doing too much or doing all these things to get money, to get views, to get followers, to get all these things. It's kind of like a lack of integrity here, where you're doing things for the non-divine reasons. You're doing things for material reasons. Or again, for something like the numbers, the analytics, all right? I need to have all of these things, and I'm going to do everything that I need to do, because there is a sense of greed. It may not be greediness with money. It could be greediness with how you view success or how you are trying to acquire things. But there is some sense of lack of integrity for some of you. Now, be careful with this, because as I said, I'm being drawn again to that Thursday energy. Okay, and also with Fridays when the moon squares Uranus, there could be something that's going to be brought to light to you to get you to understand something, all right? Because for some of you this week, your life is out of balance, and because this is a major arcana, the universe is going to bring back balance into your life, but it's going to be something where you're not going to have control over that. Unless for this week you get back to here, okay? Now, for those of you who are my members, I did a reading with these same cards, especially in your relationship. If you are giving too much in a relationship, and you know you are, you may be trying to do this just because I understand some of you have a very kind, generous heart, but listen, I did so much of this in my life, and I didn't really get what I deserved. I didn't really get like someone who supported me or anyone who was really backing me up, but I was being there for people. I was giving to other people, and I was doing what I thought was right, but it really wasn't, because I was doing myself a disservice. My life got out of balance because I was doing way too much. And if you've noticed, I was doing all these videos and I was thinking, well, this is my purpose, and I want to be gung-ho, and I want to really, I'm very passionate about helping people. But there is a downside to this, like there is in everything in life. And because I have strong Leo in my chart, I have this ambition, I have this drive, I have this energy enough to do it. But my God was telling me, Jess, you're going to have to tone it down a bit. I know you're so passionate about what you do, but here's the thing. You're not opening up the energy for me to come in with the Six of Pentacles, because this is also money and material wealth and resources magically appearing in unexpected ways, right? It's like karmic justice is being restored. But remember, you have to have a balance in your life in order for these things to come in. But for some of you, it's in the reverse. It flew out, which means this is the energy strong here, and God's trying to get your attention, saying, hey, you got to get back into balance here. Now stop trying to do these things. You could be doing this subconsciously to try to get something back. Whether it's money or, like, again, the views or the followers or whatever, some attention or something like that. Be careful with that, because it's not going to bring in your actual Six of Pentacles. What you put into the universe is what you get back. And if you're putting in very little for others of you, don't expect much back, okay? This could be the other way around, where you're expecting other people to do all these things for you, but you're not putting in the time, energy, money into that person, into that thing. Okay? There's a recalibration here. Something about spiritual growth. Even though this is not Seven of Pentacles, I'm feeling Seven of Pentacles, putting time, money, energy into what is right for you. What you know is going to bring you back into alignment. But some of you may be trying to get something from somebody. I'm hearing like for free. Some of you are trying to get all these things for free. That's what I was hearing. There's a cost to that. There's also cost to trying to overdo it with your time, talent, your energy, your gifts, your spiritual gifts here. What is really the purpose in this? Why are you doing your mission work? Why are you doing what you've been called to do? Okay? Remember, when you give to yourself, which also means not really doing much, you are having a balance in your life, but you're also freeing up the energy for these bigger, better things to come, for this money to come, for the resources to come. There is some energy about somebody coming in to help you, or somebody wants to help you, but you're not in the energetic space to allow that to come into your life. There's also something about being undervalued, being underpaid in your job, undervalued in your relationships. There has to be a balance, even in marriages. It says nowhere where one person is supposed to do more than the other. Someone's got to put in their weight here, okay? And for some of you, this has to do with like your jobs or relationships, because Libra rules relationships, okay? There's a huge imbalance in your connection. And don't be trying to do things expecting somebody like to do that when you keep doing it over and over and over and overextending yourself. I see 10 of Wands with this. There's no balance there. And I know some of you, again, you're very generous, you're very kind-hearted, you want to do the right thing. But I learned I don't have to overdo it with my generosity and my kindness. Especially if people are being unappreciative of it. If they're undermining me, they're undervaluing me. Like, oh, hell no, I'm taking all this away. Which is why I stopped doing my lives and stopped doing personal readings there. Which is why I'm taking off a lot of what I'm doing, even in my memberships, and even doing things for helping people, my clients or whatever. This is not to say that I don't want to do what is right. This is not to say I don't want to help people, but I have to do me too. I have to balance out my life as well. I have to receive what I am worth. And if that means me holding back on some things and taking some things away, then I'm going to do it, because God's like, Jess, I've seen what you've done, and I know God wanted me to see what is Jess doing this for. Is she going to do it just for the money, just for the numbers? Or is she really going to genuinely put herself out there and help people, right? To get them back into balance in life, to get them into alignment. This is funny how this card is matching my top here. Even my cards are matching me. Look at that. So yeah, something needs to come into balance. And if you're in a job where you know they're not paying you what you deserve, you've been putting in the time, the work, leave that job. It's not worth it, because guess what? They're actually blocking your abundance. That's why my God told me to quit my career, right? And I was staying in there because I was like, I'll be honest, it was a little bit of greed, because I'm like, I'm making a really nice salary. I don't know what I'm going to do without this salary. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? But you will not believe when you pull yourself away from something like that, especially from a job, when you know you're being undervalued, underappreciated. What God's going to do, he's going to turn it over, where we saw, God's like, I see what you're doing. I see all the work that you're putting into this. But you got to learn to receive. You got to do you. You got to have a balance in life. And then at the time I became a single parent, I've been a single parent for what, 7 years now? It's crazy. I'm like, shit, I'm saying that. It's like, holy crap. God's like, no. You do not need to do everything. Now that your responsibilities as a mother have increased, I'm taking things away from you. I'm telling you to pull out. I'm telling you to remove some things from your life. And God removed a whole bunch of things from my life to get me into balance, to receive what it is that he really has for me. And it's bigger than the job. It's bigger than the salary. It's bigger than the life that I had. But again, it's about learning to give to yourself first. And if you're in connections and you know that there's no equal give and take there, stop giving so much. Or if you're taking, stop taking so much. God sees what's going on. And because we have justice here, justice will be restored. God's going to be like, okay, the people who are taking, you're not going to be given anymore. You're going to have to fend for yourself, or you're going to have to learn to give. People who are overgiving, God's going to come in and say, you're not learning your lessons. Now I'm going to put you in a position where I need you to receive. God's in control here. When God's like, life's out of balance, God's going to come in and rectify the situation. Okay? Don't do things for other people just to get something back. You've got to do it for the greater good of humanity. That's what Six of Pentacles in the upright is. It's a genuine kindness. It's a genuine need to help people. Like, you want to help people. This is getting where you're enabling people to be codependent upon you. I need you for this. I need you for that. Like, I can't do it on my own. It's almost like when you're raising a child, like babies, they can't do anything. And yeah, we give and we give and we give and we help support that child. But we also, as they get older, we teach them responsibility. We teach them integrity. We teach them balance. We say, hey, you want this? You're going to have to give this up. It's what I taught my son with the toys when he was a little kid. And I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. You want something? You got to do something about it. You want to take, you got to give. You want to give, you need to take. It's not just waiting for the shoe to drop or waiting some miracle to happen when you're just sitting around meditating and praying and all that stuff. Something has to come to balance, and you've got to put in more for you. Okay? So all of this undervalued, underpaid stuff, it's got to stop. You know where you are in your connection. If you know you're taking too much and you're not putting in the investment, you're not giving back, helping out, again, doing something for somebody, these are acts of kindness. You don't necessarily have to give back to that person who gave to you. You're encouraged to make charitable donations, right? If people have been helping you or something, go send them a donation, or go send them some gift, or these are gifts too. Go send them a word of thanks. Go, do something for them. Or do something for somebody else. Go buy a Chick-fil-A for the person behind you. Go buy the Starbucks coffee for the person who's behind you in line. God sees these things, and you can't be worried about the money either. If you've got the means, even if you've got very little in your bank account, God's going to get you to see, are you going to be greedy because you have $20 in your account when you know somebody needs that $20 more than you do? That is very hard for some people to actually do. God's tested me with that too. I've been in situations where my bank account was low, and there would be people, a homeless man or somebody else, some charity or whatever, helping somebody out. Well, I know God's going to replenish this. I can deal with giving the last of my $20. And then God magnifies that. He blesses you with more. Remember, what you put in is what you get back. And if you're putting very little and you're worrying about the money and I can't because I don't have this, I don't only have this much. God's testing you, because when you have $1 million in your bank account, are you still going to be greedy? Are you going to still hold on to that money? Oh shit, I got $1 million. There's no way I'm letting go of this. It's kind of like Four of Pentacles. I'm going to keep it to myself. I'm not going to give. Be careful with that. God's testing some of you with this. I don't have enough. I don't want to be kind of generous because I don't have enough. God's saying, oh, you don't trust me that I'm going to give you back that money? You don't trust me that you're still going to be financially okay? There is a big energy of greediness and lack of integrity here. And giving just to either make yourself look good or giving to get something back from somebody. There is also an energy of, and there is a huge imbalance in like marriages, relationships. You cannot have a divine union if the masculine and the feminine are not helping each other out equally. That does exist. It's called a harmonious marriage. It's called a harmonious union. Balance, that trinity. God is here, feminine's here, masculine's here. Equal give and take, equilateral triangle. There's something about somebody having a grand trine in your chart. Okay. It is hot today. The sweat's dripping down my back already. I sweat real easily these days. Anyway, not that you needed to know. Maybe you did. But anyway, if you want to actually be in alignment with God, have everything like balanced here in your life, in your connections, you got to balance out your life first, and that person's got to match you. Otherwise, you end up with a distorted shape. It's not stable. It's not secure. And this is hard, especially for feminine energy, because we've been taught to like be nurturing and giving and accommodating. But what is that doing for us? That's why God said, Jess, well, wait a minute, man. You can't be both masculine and feminine here. That is not your role. It's not anybody's role on this planet to be both at the same time. You have to balance them within, but each one of us has a predominant role in the physical world, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. You got to have the two balanced within yourself, because we all have that. But some of you kind of have to loosen your grip a bit with trying to act as both in the 3D world, if that makes sense, okay? There is an energy where somebody has realized that you are very kind and generous, that you don't do things based on ulterior motives. You don't do things to try to get something back from somebody. Like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And somebody's been seeing this about you, and they took advantage of your generosity and your kindness. They took advantage of the fact that you were actually genuinely trying to help them, to probably help them come into more balance in their life, right? To help them to be in their truth, to help them be like, hey, you don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be doing this. It's like, find some peace in your life. Find some, be your true, authentic self here. And somebody's realizing, I need to come in and do the right thing and speak my truth. There's going to be some cold hard truth coming forward where somebody's going to say, you know what? I saw you as a nice person, and I saw what you were doing for me or other people, and I thought I can like take from you. I took advantage of that. Time, energy, money, help. Somebody got greedy. And they were dangling a carrot in front of you, because this in Rider Waite, right? When you see the Rider Waite, that the wealthy man is giving crumbs to people, right? If that's a wealthy man who has a lot of money, why are they giving them very little? God sees this. You cannot hide that from God, guys. If you've got wealth, you're being asked to give and to get more. Again, it's the law of reciprocity here. You get blessed with material wealth, you are asked to give that in whatever way possible. Start a charity, start boosting up your donations or whatever. God's gonna see you, and he will take that money away. He will take whatever it is that he gave you, material possessions, whatever it is. If he see you're out of balance. So there's an energy here where someone's watching, God's watching you to see how you're handling this. But there is somebody who has taken advantage of your kindness here. And they're realizing, God's having them realize, yeah, you're going to have to say something about that. You're going to have to balance the scales. And we all know in the Rider-Waite, the Six of Pentacles has scales too, because there's a lot of balancing the scales here. And God's coming in to like, I need to fix this. Remember, God runs the Justice Department. We don't. He's the one who determines what's fair and what's not. But remember, you got to have balance in your life first. You got to be fair to yourself first. Do what's right for you first. And then everything will fall into place. Okay? But get ready for the truth. Someone's going to fess up here and say, yeah, you know, I was taking advantage of you. And I'm sorry. Right? I was trying to get all this stuff out of you for free. I was trying to get all this out of you because I felt like, oh, this is helping me. I don't need to help the other person. I don't need to do anything. There's karma with this Justice card too, if you didn't already know. And for those of you who have been doing the right thing here all along, and you're not focusing on the money, you're doing what God has called you to do. You're focusing on the assignment as opposed to the fruit. And people have been taking advantage of you for that. And you're like, okay, God, I'm still doing the right thing here. I'm still doing what you called me to do. Even though I'm not bearing fruit, even though I'm not getting the money or whatever, and people have been like taking advantage of what you've been bringing to the table, God's coming in to bring some serious karmic justice into your life, to include money. God wanted to see, are you going to continue to do your mission work? Are you going to continue to give to others your talents, your time, your energy, and not focus on the money, not focus on the analytics, right? The followers, the views, the subscribers. Are you still going to do the righteous and just thing by doing what I have called you to do? And those of you who've continued to do that, you're going to get some huge karmic jackpot from this. You're going to get support from other people who want to support you. Grants, loans, money out of nowhere. This is pennies coming from heaven. There is somebody around you, though, where you were genuinely trying to help them and they really took advantage of you. And they're like, I need to come in and do the right thing and really give to them. These are gifts being given. This is God's coming in to have this person, like, you need to do right by them because look what they've done for you. But there's something about somebody's going to support you materially here in a big way. Helping you with your kids, a house, a car, paying off your debt, because this is also paying off debts. Some of you may be in debt and you're being, God's coming in to erase that debt, or you're being called to work through paying off that debt for some of you. But there's somebody coming in to support you financially, materially. This is money. This is resources. These are provisions coming in. Because God has seen what you have done, how you changed your life around. You may very well be showered with gifts. Someone, I get a very strong energy. God's doing what is fair here, and you're getting what you have put in tenfold for some of you, because you finally found that balance in your life and you pulled yourself away from being that overly generous, kind person. You stood your ground and you said, no, I'm not doing any more of this. I'm not giving away my time, energy for free. I'm not doing all this just because you know, I want the rewards, I want the accolades, I want the money. I got to do for me. I got to do what's right for me. And those of you who've done this, somebody's been seeing this, or other people have been seeing this, and they're coming in to help you out. Again, this money is coming in unexpected ways. But that's if you found that balance in your life. And you've been speaking your truth, and you've been doing the righteous and just thing to help others based on what God has called you to do. And it has nothing to do with money. You did all this for the grace of God. You did all this because you focused on the assignment. You did all this because you were listening to what God told you to do. And you put the whole money thing aside. You put the whole popularity aside. You put all of the, I need the views, and I need the this, and I need the clients, and I need the that. You put all that aside. And you said, God said, I need you to be balanced. Which means balance means you are aligned with God, which means you are at peace. To include the balance in your relationships. All types of relationships. You give to yourself first, and then you can give to others. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. How is God give you blessings? But you probably don't even have the chalice in your hand anymore. But yeah, somebody's coming back around to do right by you. But this is also God coming in to have these people do right by you, or you're going to get your karmic payout. There is a showering of gifts again. Money for things, money to pay off your debt, money to pay for certain things that you can't purchase. It's like an overflow of money. Somebody who's a philanthropist, someone who has the wealth. I have all this freaking money. Somebody may be a millionaire or billionaire around you. They're watching you and see how you're persevering, even though nothing's growing, even though you're not getting that back. But it's like you're doing it because it's your mission. You know somebody out there is going to benefit from it. And some people are watching you. Wealthy people are watching you, and they want to come in to either invest in your business or your channel or do something. It's like, I like how that person is in their integrity. They're being their true, authentic selves. They're not trying to be like everybody else. I want to work with that person. I want to support that person. I want to give to that person. Because they are expressing what I stand for. The integrity, the truth, the authenticity. Okay? So, I'm going to pull from my Divine Masculine Unspoken Words Oracle deck. This is available for sale. Link in the description. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on the shop. I'm still trying to work. I'm putting more things in my shop. I have all these freaking ideas, guys. It's just insane. I even have a yoga mat design for my shop and some other things, and I'm just trying to find a balance and trying to knock some things out of the way, but also not overdoing it for myself. So this is in the shop already, okay? I know it's very bright here, but there's a reason for that. It wasn't bright when I started, but anyway. This is the first of 6 decks that I have. I still have other ones that I need to produce, but if I'm being completely honest, I'm trying to find the monetary support to try to get these decks done. I've got some already digitally completed. The other ones I need to work on, but I'm going to be completely honest. I have these ready to go, but, you know, kind of thinking if these sold out, then I can use what is left to go get the other deck going and create the bundles. But again, I'm just being completely honest with you here. And this is a very, very powerful deck. I don't just do this to get, have you know how your masculine's feeling about you, whatever. No. The more you use this, the more powerful it gets. It's to help you understand your masculine, to help you to better understand your inner masculine, right? Knowing when to take action and knowing when not to. Knowing when to get help and not being afraid of getting help. And knowing when you need to do things for yourself. All right? So that's what this is for. Again, link in the description box if you're interested in this. So let's see what the masculine wants to say, what your inner masculine needs you to be aware of. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and clarity. Look how like cloud just came over the sun. That's kind of interesting right there. Woo! I'm gonna have to take a shower. Alright, you have to trust me with this. I'm going down here. You have no idea what you do to me. If you watched me in my lives before, some cards that would go to the floor, they were going to the carpet. These are carpet cards. These are now deck cards. Pool deck cards. Because both these cards went down to the floor. And usually when I do these readings, that doesn't happen. Alright? You don't know what you've done to me. You have no idea what you do to me. It's like some of you have really taught somebody to really be in their integrity and to do the honest, righteous, and just thing. You've influenced them in a way that nobody has before. And there's like this inspiration that this person gets from you. There's also some strong sexual energy with this too, about how your demeanor, your spark, your light is so luminous and it turns them on type of thing. We've gotten this type of energy before. And the way that you present yourself or the way that you speak even, because Justice is Libra card, there's air there, there's communication, even though it's not Gemini, but I'm getting that. This could also be the way that you are so raw and you are so real and you're so in who you are. This drives this person nuts. And it inspires them to do the same. Because when you are in your truth, when you're speaking your truth, and you're not worrying about what anybody says, does, thinks about it, or about you, you are encouraging other people to do the same, to include this person, your masculine. If you're wanting the truth from your person, you've got to be in your truth. You have to be you and only you. Something about trying to be like everybody else, because there's something about tunnel vision with money or status or titles. Okay? Bottom of the deck is, I am going to show up at your door unannounced. Get ready. Well, with this energy, you have no idea what you do to me. That's really fueling this person. It's kind of like, could be Mars in Cancer. Well, Mars in Cancer, Mars does not like to be in Cancer at all. It's fall position. Could be grumpy, could be crabby. But it could also be like, I don't want to be in this crabby state. I got to find my way out of this place that I don't like being in. I don't like being in my emotions, but let me figure out how to deal with these emotions. Let me take action on that. There's a blue jay that just flew onto the pool deck. That is a huge sign right there, guys. Go look up blue jays. Oh, it's opening up its wings. I'm a huge fan of nature, guys. I love when I see things like this. I don't know what it's doing. I think it's waiting to get something. I believe blue jays, birds are a sign of communication. I said that. It's also something about some relationship is about to begin, something along those lines. But go look up blue jays and what they mean. There's a reason. I can't turn the camera right now, but I'm looking at it. Anyway, so you are really inspiring this person to, like, again, Mars in Cancer. I cannot just like suppress the emotions. I got to do the right thing. I got to bring some balance into this. Again, balance. I don't like this Cancer energy, but I gotta have to do something about it. And it's actually getting them with that Mars again with this week. The end of this week, we're looking good with the moon in Leo and Aries and the sun in Aries. That fire, that go-getter energy, that like blah. It's like I'm seeing. This is gonna sound funny. I'm seeing like this massive erection. That's what I'm seeing. Shooting up everywhere. It's like freaking volcano, people, and I can't. That's who I am. If they want me to say that, I'm gonna say it. It's hilarious to me because I'm seeing stuff going everywhere, but that's what the energy at the end of this week is going to be like. And for some of the masculines, it's going to very well just be like gung-ho, doing it, warrior energy. Like, I got to do something about these emotions. I got to just like say something, speak the truth, do something, bring balance back to the connection, whatever this is. This is also about you showing up, guys. You showing up and being your true, authentic self. Thank you for bringing me closer to God is at the top of the deck. Well, what did I say about being in your integrity, being your true, authentic self, being your raw self, the person God made you to be? When you are doing that, you are close to God. You are in alignment with God. And that's all He really asks us to be. I made you a certain way. Now I need you to take action and work towards it. I need you to act like it. I need you to speak like it. All right? Everybody is different. Everybody speaks differently. Everybody has very different views about things. We're all here to respect that. We don't have to follow what everybody else is doing. We don't have to do what everybody else is doing because then we're trying to be like them. God made us entirely unique, so why are we trying to be like everybody else? You don't get your blessings when you're being like everybody else. Because God just said, that's not who I made you to be. And you're supposed to say things this way. You're supposed to talk this way. You should not be afraid what everybody else is going to think about you. You try to be like somebody else, it's a slap in the face to God. He gave you a specific mission. He gave you a specific vessel. He gave you a specific whatever it is. Only for you, not for anybody else. Again, something about doing things to get something. Not being in your integrity to get something that other people are getting that you want. When you're not in alignment with your higher self, don't expect to get what it is that you want. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Nose is itching. That is totally the energy of unexpected visitor. Yeah, so who knows, guys? It could be a very huge week for some of you, but you've got to be this and this. Balance is everything, but your integrity, your honesty, who you are, who God made you to be is everything. So maybe towards the end of the week or something, get ready for an unexpected visitor for those of you who are in alignment. Alignment is everything, guys. I can tell, the tarot can tell you everything. Oh, I'm going to get some gifts. I'm going to get some money. Balance is going to be restored. Justice is going to be restored. I'm going to get what's due to me. Did you do what was required for you to get what is due to you? That's the bigger question. Are you in alignment with that? That's the other question. Okay? I say this very often, but that's why tarot can be dangerous. Yeah, the cards don't lie. Vibes don't lie. God does not lie. This is divination. This is God always speaking through me and my whole other team speaking through me. But if you are not in your truth, you are not who you're supposed to be, and you're not in alignment with that, and you're doing the things God told you to do them, don't expect those blessings to come in. And grand trines, I talked about that earlier, those are about blessings. But that comes when you're in your north node, your life's purpose, in your truth, not in your south node. Alignment is everything with this stuff. You gotta be in your divine truth to get your blessings. Even when it's hard. Even when you're standing out from the crowd. Even when you're doing things that other people aren't doing. God significantly rewards those who go that route. All right. All right, guys. Look out for my other videos this week. I don't remember what signs I'm doing this week because they haven't told me yet. Again, if you're interested in getting more detail with astrological transits for this week, sign up for a membership, because astrology is a big part in all of this too. God, divination, astrology. It's a whole combination of things. 7-day free trial. If you sign up, you have nothing to lose. You can go check out, download my free mobile app. You can be a free member there and check it out. Look, see what's there, but a lot of the content is locked. So if you want my exclusive content, getting a Capella membership is going to help you access all of that stuff. My daily guidance videos, my monthly videos, depending on the tier, what's going on in your connection, how they're feeling about you, what's blocking you for the month, what you need to heal for the month. Healing meditation videos. I'm reminding myself to do some more of the chakra ones and some other ones that they want me to do, but there's like a lot, but I have to have balance in my life too. So yeah, if you're interested in some of those Capella memberships, check out the description box, go to capellawellness.com. Some of the memberships actually include monthly coaching. By the way, if you do the math, you're getting more bang for your buck. If you're really needing some support here, don't worry about the money. If God has led you to someone that can help you, who triggers you because you know that that's your truth and they're trying to get you to be in their truth, don't worry about seeking help from that person. Okay? All right. Look out for my other stuff this week, as I said. And my bonus content as part of my memberships. That's where the real shit is. That's where I get really down and dirty. That's what I really call bullshit on people, but it's because I'm getting you into alignment. That is my ultimate goal. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please support this channel, boost the algorithm. I need my stuff to get out there because a lot of the stuff that is out there is not truthful. It is not the divine truth. I'm a warrior of that. So I would be greatly appreciative if you would give this a like, okay? Share it with other people who need to hear this. If you haven't subscribed yet, do you know that that is 6 of Pentacles in the reverse? If you've been watching my content, right, and it's helping you in some way and you haven't subscribed yet, that's 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Do you really think that you're going to get something more out of that if you're not supporting my channel, if you've been watching that? I'm giving you the cold hard truth right now, okay? Because half the people who watch this stuff, they don't subscribe. And the algorithm's getting tougher. And my messages, I would like for my messages to get out there. Alignment is everything. A lot of people don't talk about alignment. We need to get back into alignment as a collective. So if you could please do me a favor, support the channel. I do have super thanks in here now. If you look at the heart that says thanks on it, you can make a donation. 6 of Pentacles. If this helped you in some way, this could help me to do more of my decks. This could help me to do more things for the channel, more for the memberships, or change things around. Right? It helps me to do other things. I am actually in need of a microphone for my channel. Like, apparently my audio is too low and I've been trying to fix things and it's kind of distorting other things. So, hey, if anybody wants to donate a microphone for me, that, bless your heart. But either way, I do have super thanks there. It's a little heart button. You click on that and you can donate whatever you feel drawn to. If you feel drawn to, especially if you feel like I've been giving you guidance and support and helping you in your journey, I would be ever so grateful for that. May it be returned to you tenfold. All right. Okay, guys. Now I'm gonna leave. It's getting hot as balls here, and my hair is getting matted to my neck and stuff, and my back's all sweaty. But it is what it is. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, for your time and your energy, your support. I hope I illuminated your well-being today. I really hope I did. All right, it's Jess from Capella Wellness. I'm starring out, but I'm just gonna hit stop on this thing that I'm looking at, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.